Hello there, my name's Jane Brown and I'm an independent consultant with a network marketing company called Arbonne International. Thank you for taking the time to have a look at my video today. The reason I'm making this video is because I get a lot of inquiries actually asking me how I got involved with network marketing and what it is basically. So rewinding 2.5 years ago, I went through a very difficult time in life. Unfortunately, my husband and myself had separated. So I suddenly found myself in a position where I had to find a new home to live in. I had to find some kind of source of income, and I had to cope with all of my emotions while looking after my 2 daughters. So it was a very, very difficult time, as you can imagine. I was never a very confident person anyway, and didn't have a lot of self-esteem or self-belief. So when I was going through that time, that confidence and self-esteem just vanished. I really hit kind of rock bottom and didn't really know where to go or what to do. I had to go on to job seekers allowance, which was really demoralising. Having to go down to the local signing in centre and sign on every 2 weeks was just awful. So as you do, you go on Facebook and you have a good old moan. So that's what I was doing. I kept going on Facebook and moaning about my life, and I was depressed and didn't know how I was ever, anything was ever going to get any better. So my friend that I knew at the time approached me with this business opportunity, and I completely dismissed it. I kind of didn't even give her the chance to really explain what it was. I just thought that it was some kind of scam that she was involved with, something that you had to invest a lot of money in and to get not a lot back. So I said, look, I haven't got any money to spare. I've not got the motivation or anything to kind of get up and do anything really. So I said, look, thanks, but no thanks. So I left it, and I left it for a good kind of 3 or 4 months. And during that time, I had found myself work by this point. I was now full-time waitressing. So although I had kind of an extra income coming in, I'd lost that kind of precious time that I did have with my girls to have to go out to work. So I had to, sort out babysitters for them and all those kind of tricky things of being a single parent. So I kept seeing my friend on Facebook, how well she was doing. She looked amazing. She was able to stay at home with her children. She'd got this extra income coming in that was enabling her to do all these different things and travel and take them places, all the normal things that you want to do as a family, she was able to do, and I wasn't. So I did get back in touch with her, excuse me, and I said to her, actually, can I hear again what it is that you're doing? And she said, absolutely, let's meet up, we'll have a cuppa and I'll just go over what it is I'm involved with, which she did. And oh my goodness, did I realise what a huge mistake I'd made. It was network marketing, and it was nothing that I thought it was. It was completely different. It was definitely not a scam of any sort. It was something that actually involved a minimum investment, and it was something that that I could do part-time around what I was already doing and build it up gradually. I have not got any skills or qualifications as such, and that worried me. And she said, don't worry, you do not need to know anything before you start. It's something that you can start and learn as you go along, and you can pretty much start earning straight away. So I said, wow, actually this might just be what I need to get me out of this black hole. So I jumped in, and I've never looked back. I've just had the best time, and my life has changed completely. So since I've been doing the business 2.5 years now, I'm a completely different person. Thankfully, me and my husband got back together and things are so much better. And I put that down partly to me changing so much as a person. So when I look back now, I could see how negative I was and kind of how down, and I used to get angry and uptight so easy about things. My lack of confidence affected me, and I didn't really have anything other than being a mum and a wife, and that was kind of my life, So Arbonne has just given me so much, and as a family we now have that extra income to be able to get out and do so much more, things that before we weren't able to do, and I think that had a real effect on us. So a massive, massive difference it's made to our lives. So let me explain very quickly what network marketing is. So it is basically word of mouth advertising, and it is something that we do every day on a daily basis without really thinking about it. So we all go out for meals at nice restaurants, we'll perhaps go to the cinema with the children, we'll go to the shops and we'll buy a new shampoo or a foundation. And if we love that product, or we've loved that meal that we've eaten or that film that we've seen, it's very natural to go back to your friends and your family and say, wow, you really ought to go and eat at that restaurant, it's amazing. Or have you seen that film? It's fantastic. Go and watch that film. So if that restaurant or that cinema that we have recommended to our friends got in touch with us and said, wow, your friend's just been for a meal, or your friend's just been and watched our film, thank you so much for making that recommendation, here's a check as a thank you, how fantastic would that be? You know, when does that ever happen? Very rarely, unless you kind of sign up to their kind of reward scheme, which usually has some kind of ties to it, you know, some kind of contract or tie. But that's basically what happens within network marketing. So for me, when I joined the business, I started using the products within the company, and all the products that this particular company uses are health and wellness products. So all of your skincare, your hair care, makeup, nutrition, we do a men's range, we do detox spa, baby care, lots and lots of products we do. I started using them personally and stopped using what I was buying in the high street, and I was amazed straight away by the difference. The difference in quality and the results that they gave were just blew me away. I was very sceptical, I have to say, because I had tried so many different products from the high street and never really got the results that I truly desired. So when I tried these, I was thinking, oh, you know, they're not going to be much good, but actually they are amazing. So I'm very, very happy to recommend those to other people. And what happens is those people love the products as much as I do. So whether that's my mum or my friends or my neighbours, you know, whoever, they use the products themselves, they love them, they will go to my online website, purchase those products for themselves, and Arbonne will send me a check, or it gets paid straight into my bank, a thank you for recommending those products, for being that advert. Now, there is a reason why Arbonne uses consultants and doesn't sell in shops and kind of advertise on TV and radio and things like that. When the company was made by a fantastic guy called Peter Mork, he wanted to use real, honest people to share these products. He didn't want to pay kind of high-class celebrities who only go on telly and charge thousands of pounds to say something is good when we know actually they don't really use it. He wanted real people to show real results. So that's why consultants are used in place of that kind of celebrity advertising. Now, the clever thing about it is I don't actually only get paid on what I order and what my friends order through my website. What I do is share what I'm doing with other people. So people, like I did with my friends, see me on Facebook and they say, wow, what are you doing? You know, you're traveling here and you're doing this and you look fantastic. So all I have done is shared with them, the same as that was shared with me, what I'm doing. You know, I say, look, there's these products, we use them, we share them, and Arbonne pay you a thank you for doing that. So when they join the business as well, I also get paid when they buy through their website and when they share products. And then it just goes on and on like that. So they share with their friends, they share with their friends. Every single time they shop, it's all linked, and I get paid a percentage of what is sold through the websites, which is just amazing. And then they get paid their percentage. So it's all very, very fair. There's no taking money from here or there or for anybody else. We all get the same opportunity to progress in this business, and we all get the same kind of products and compensation as we work our way up through the business. So it's a fantastic opportunity. So what it can do for you is bring that plan B. It's like I said, you don't need any prior skills or knowledge before you start. So you can come into this, we teach you everything you need to know from day one, and you can be earning straight away. You can fit it part-time around your circumstances and build it up until you've got that opportunity to actually either cut down your hours at work or give up work completely if that's, you know, what you want. And the other things it gives you are things like being able to help out with charities or volunteering, all those little things that you might have wanted to do that you never had the time or the money to do before. It does bring you so many chances and choices in life, which is just amazing. You know, we all want a life that we enjoy, and it's a very giving business. So we love to help people. We're very passionate about what we do. So we love to give and help others. So that's kind of basically what it is, really. So I hope that's made sense to you and helps you a little bit just decide whether this opportunity might be a fit for you. I would say look at where you are in life, and nobody knows what's going to happen in life. I didn't know that my marriage was suddenly going to break down. If we'd have had that plan B in place at the time, maybe it might not have even happened, or it might have helped me through that really difficult time. Because of Arbonne, it's brought us back together as a family, and we're so much happier. And we now have that plan B in place if anything else kind of springs onto us, that we don't know is going to happen. So what it gives you is that plan B. So look at your life and think to yourself, actually, if something happened, if I lost my job or I fell ill, do I have a plan B in place to replace that income, to replace that support that you need when things like that happen? So just a bit of food for thought there. So thank you very much for watching my video. In my next video, I'm going to break down exactly how we get paid within network marketing. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.